McNeil 0 for 8 in this series. And takes the first fastball from Zack up and away at 97 miles an hour. Wheeler's had trouble in the first inning. His ERA in the first inning this year is 6. He gave up 2. And McNeil drives one out to left center field. Back in the gap goes Herrera. He'll get there to make the catch. Here's Francisco Lindor, 2 for 12 in this series. And he takes a fastball strike from Wheeler. Lindor 2 for 6 in his career against Wheeler. And takes up high.
This will be an interesting. It's, he's been swinging, has a good game, then he regresses. The Mets' 73rd game. And, he's late, prolonged by, for sure. I had never,
especially coming to a new team, putting pressure on yourself.
Yes.
It's got to add to the anxiety. Floated behind third base. Bohm going out. He's not going to get there, and it lands fair, and it bounces into the stands for a ground rule double. And he hits one on the ground past Hoskins into right field, a base hit. Lindor will be held at third as Jankowski gets it in quickly. Hit in the series. He's gone 0 for 6. And takes the fastball outside from Wheeler, 1-0. So always comes to play.
Right now he's having a hard time getting the curve over, and that's something.
Behind 2-0 on Conforto. And Michael flares one, and Bohm is there to grab it, and that's the second out.
Boy, got in his kitchen there, boy. That should have been an RBI single.
Obviously, they knew something we did. Games this year. A little flare foul. There have been 3 times this year where Wheeler has. And James breaks his bat as he grounds it to Bohm. He'll make the throw across the diamond in time to retire the side. So the Mets 62 days since their previous road win.
Wow.
April 25th in 17 stretch. Getting a start in left field today. And good slider by Wheeler gets McKinney down to the count. I'm sure he'll be there. 1-2 to McKinney.
He's still searching for that curve, breaking ball. There it is again. So that's the things you got to watch from the bench.
Of Charlie Morton. He's come with a game plan today, throwing his curveball more, and he throws a slider to strike out McKinney. But today he's featured the curveball. And Pilar takes a fastball in the corner at 99 miles.
His old teammate, Jacob deGrom.
Yeah, he's thrown about 30 more innings.
Yeah.
Home run in the 7th inning. And he chases the slider, and it's 1-2.
Like
Before this last week, and he hit one in Washington, and now one yesterday, and he strikes out of the slider. Hard like Sandy Alcantara, but in terms of the entire package, it's really nobody else other than deGrom ahead of him. Hoskins tags out Guillorme, and it's an easy for Marcus Stroman. So Stroh's day is done after 3 innings. And Blankenhorn takes a slider for a strike. Booted for an error, opening the door for the Mets' winning rally. And Travis has to move his feet, and it's 1-1.
He had to underhand it back in from the end, from the track.
He had to do that whole series
Yep.
after he crashed the fence against the Reds in the not a good decision. Blankenhorn down on strikes. Good slider by Wheeler to get him. So looking for his first hit in this series. Always said about
And that ball just comes out of his hand. It explodes.
It's a changeup. The Beltran a couple of years later. Hooked foul by McNeil, 2-2. Long stride, and that foot is down before the ball comes out. So that's what you're talking about. That arm being a little late. 2 count to McNeil with Lindor on deck. Slap toward the hole, and Bohm with a nice pickup. Throws out McNeil, 2 away. Had to hold at third, and Wheeler then retired the next 2 hitters, and he hasn't allowed another base runner since. And the Phillies have now given Wheeler a 4-0 lead. Never forget Zack's debut in 2013. It was a doubleheader in Atlanta, his hometown. Matt Harvey pitched the first game. Matt had come up with previous game 1 as if to say, hey, this new guy Wheeler, he may be good, but I'm the guy. And then Wheeler came out, and I think he walked the first 2 hitters, if I'm not mistaken, but then he settled in and pitched 6 scoreless innings against the Braves that day, and 18 on. He was just fantastic. And, you know, the famous quote from, I mean, Nola is considered the ace of this staff. Went to shallow right, and Jankowski is in, but Wheeler's been the better pitcher. 1-2-3 inning for Wheeler. Yeah, that would be a guess. Pete Alonso drives one to right center, but Herrera tracks it over and makes the catch. Hard hit ball by Alonso. 44 miles an hour off the bat. You know what Ronnie says about those?
I know what he says.
Something about a rolled up Sporting News.
Doesn't say, chuckles.
What do you do for it?
No. That's it. I just got to cool the pipes. Can you imagine being 8-10? You can eat anything you want.
There's strike 3 called. 99-mile-an-hour fastball gets conformed. 4 games of no earned runs, 10 strikeouts, no walks. And he's heading in that direction again today.
And that's right.
One of the elite starting pitchers in the game.
Oh, nice.
Nasty slider to get ahead on McCann. What? 60? One-two coming. And McCann goes down on the high fastball. An impressive inning for Wheeler. 5th. Billy McKinney leads off. Struck out his first time up and takes curveball low and in for ball 1. McKinney pillow in the Mets bullpen. Yeah, McKinney hits one through the vacant space at short, and he's got a base hit. Find the hole, get a hit. 3rd hit, McKinney does not. So it's I think it's likely that McKinney's going to stick around.
Oh, I would think.
Pilar struck out his first time up. It's going to be great to have Nimmo back. I mean, to have Nimmo and McNeil from where it was supposed to be. That was Nimmo's finger. They thought at first it was a nerve issue. Wheeler hasn't walked anybody today. And now he has.
Oh, boy.
And the Mets have the first 2 men on. And Guillorme takes a strike on the inside edge.
Good pitch to take. You could always bunt, too.
Slashed foul, and it's 0-2 to Guillorme. Get him up against him if you can.
I would definitely go for it.
That's a good job by Guillorme to fight off today. And a check swing foul. 0-2 coming. And Guillorme lays off. Curve ball in the dirt.
Good eye.
Behind in the count. And he lines one to third. Bohm's got it and holds on. Everybody getting back, and that's the first out.
And Oswald's going to hit here.
The bunt back to Wheeler. He'll go to first with it. So the sacrifice is successful. Goes 1-4. And McNeil goes after a high fastball. 0-1. And Jeff flies one to center. Herrera comes on. Side retired. And the Mets 4-0 as they come to bat in the home 6th. Francisco Lindor leads off and takes a curveball strike from Zack Wheeler. Wheeler got Oswald, who gave them another scoreless inning. Hoping they'd get another chance, and here they are. Hard in the first 2, but not today. His first 2 starts, he went 11 in the 3rd innings, gave up 7 runs and 17 hits. Today, no runs and 3 hits over the first 5. It's so yummy, but you need a napkin. Maybe a wet nap. Loop foul off the third base side. Bohm won't get to it. Georgia kid, he knows all about pitching in hot weather. And Lindor fouls back a fastball, 2-2. I mean, I think of a rally monkey. I think of the Angels. Show that monkey hopping up and down on the scoreboard. And Lindor goes down swinging on the slider. Strikeout number 6 for Wheeler.
No, it is in the strike zone. That's the thing when you.
Alonso chops one to the hole, and that's a base hit. So Pete's got his second hit of the day. The 4th hit.
That much break. The cutter is a same kind of pitch. The Montreal staff. Then that makes it pretty difficult.
That would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
And I guess that's why he's around got an ERA below 1.
Well, I mean, we've shown the graphic a lot of times about his.
Same thing with his slider. They were just that good with the command. It's extraordinary. I mean, last night, extraordinary. His command. It's precision, really.
Grounded foul. 2-2 coming. And Conforto just got a piece of that slider. And Michael fouls off that slider to stay in there.
He's giving Wheeler a tough time here. Can't put him.
Number 9 from Wheeler to Conforto as the sun ducks behind the clouds, and the curveball misses down just barely, and it's 3-2. And Conforto reaches out and fouls off what would have been ball 4. Now pitch number 11 coming to Conforto, and he struck him out with a slider. Now that was quite a battle, but Wheeler wins it. And he gets jammed by that fastball. Nothing in one. Grounded down to third. And Bohm, who's had a clean game at third base, throws out McCann with his outing today. Billy McKinney leads off the home 7th and grounds one down to first. Hoskins has it. And Wheeler covers, and with one pitch, Wheeler gets the first out in the 7.65 ERA. Which is awfully good, but he's been even better as a Philly. Last year 4-2, 2.92. This year 5-4, 2.3 coming into today. And 6 scoreless innings under his belt. Slider off the plate to Pilar, and Pilar fouls one back this way. And Pilar went around for strike 3, and that's 8 strikeouts. Any description for Carlton, because the Phillies were a horrible team in 1970, but they played a lot better when he was on the mound, I guess. 2-0 to Guillorme, who lined out to third base, was a Hall of Famer.
At one point, two good pitchers, Royce and Torres.
Of course, Royce wound up having his best years with the Dodgers. He pitched for like 9 different teams. That's inside ball 4, and Guillorme's on with a 2-out walk. So here's Dom. And he gets the first pitch curveball. It's in for a strike.
Yeah, he was.
And a half swing. Did he go? He did.
Certainly did.
So 2 straight curves. And 3 straight curves. And now it's 1-2.
Let's see if he goes up the ladder out of this. There it is, laid off.
Wheeler up over 100 pitches. 2-2 coming, and he fouls it away.
Does not want to go to his bull.
And Dom flicks one the other way, and Bohm is there to grab it, and that retires the side. Bye.